Everybody, welcome to Visual Communication Media. My name is Adam Rozeski. It's a pleasure to see each and every one of you. And welcome to the end of week 5. That's correct. Do keep in mind last week of classes next week. So if you have any assignments that are written or discussions that you haven't done or want to update them, please let me know. And I'd be happy to update them and go from there. Other than that, yeah, let's get into it. Let's get started. We'll have some last minute stuff tomorrow when I post all your rubrics and everything. So I'm going to give you a day early to toss all this stuff out, so that's there for you. I'll try and catch up on all the makeup grades and everything this weekend, so everything's up to date. I'll try and knock out discussions on Monday as well. There's a lot of things that'll go there. So yeah, it's going to be a wild week next week. Anyway, let's talk about visual techniques and how they matter with your assignment this week. And the visual techniques that we're going to focus on is ethos, logos, and pathos. These are the visual techniques that you're going to have to use to put in your assignment, okay? So please make sure you look over this stuff, and that way it's good. So ethos is defined as one's credibility. It's establishing credibility, allows your audience to trust the message being presented. Credibility can often be established through reputation, career, word of mouth. They're going to put somebody on there that's trustworthy in the subject or what's happening in that area, whether it's real or fictional in a lot of aspects. Using a source of credibility can help persuade your audiences because they know this person uses this stuff and chooses to do this, and they do a great job of what they do because of that item or that service. Then you should do that as well. For example, Milk, when they used Superman Returns with Brandon Routh in that movie, but you have to know that Superman himself is strong, and if he's drinking milk to stay strong, then that makes sense there too, right? Even though he's a fictional character, but it's a source of credibility. Now, logos is a little bit different. Logos is the second persuasive element. Logic and uses mainly logic. Once credibility is established, you have some source to be credible for. The argument must be presented to also make sense. To be logical, any argument is centered around the ability of any audience to draw conclusions from the information presented. So therefore, these conclusions are based on concise and straightforward information, such as numbers, facts, statistics, graphs, charts, any type of A-B comparison, usability comments, anything that deals with feedback with numbers or data is where logos comes into play. And if you show that, I'm going to say user feedback, or you're giving like a set of numbers that show the efficiency of something. These are all data that helps logic. A-B comparisons, results of research, data to help promote what your product is or service, or what you're trying to convince somebody to do is super huge. Now the last thing is pathos, and we all know pathos very well. These are when advertisements or images are built to convince you to do something based upon emotion. They're either meant to make you angry, sad, scared, shocked, or do make this emotion happen to where you are convinced to do something. It's the final appeal. And it's such a persuasive appeal that captures attention and engages audience. Now, a lot of times pathos deals with our senses, our memories, and our own experiences and our ethical elements, which means you can connect with an audience verbally or visually, powerfully with emotional elements. For example, all the charities that do work for like dogs and starving kids and everything, they always put a sad, emaciated person in front of there to make you feel sad so you can join as well or do things. So that's what matters with that. Other than that, that's all I got. Do keep in mind, when you're dealing with visual techniques, you don't have to focus on one. You can combine two or all of these methods combined to make your persuasive argument even stronger using visuals and emotional elements. So keep that in mind. Other than that, that's all I got. Be safe, have fun, enjoy tonight. Keep in mind your reply post is due tonight. Your written assignment, your live lecture is due tomorrow night. And then we just have the last week. Keep in mind, last day's on Friday next week. So we only have a 5-day week. It's going to go real quick. Other than that, be safe, have fun, enjoy. Hope everybody has a great week. Take it easy. I'll see y'all for lecture on Monday, normal time. And that's all I got. I got fun. Bye-bye.